Good morning, welcome to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. Apologies for starting out late. We were held up a bit with some technical issues, but at least we've gotten the show on the road. Now, Jane Francis is here, and she's from the Cancer Info
Support Network.
Support Network?
Yes.
Yes. Karibu sana.
Asante sana, Levi.
Glad to have you here.
Asante sana.
Let's just dive into it. You're doing a fund,
fund drive. Yes.
For NHIF for
Yes.
cancer patients.
Yes.
Why, first of all?
Last year, where we had the corona, and when it hit, I took time to feed cancer patients all over Nairobi because many of them lost their livelihood. When during the feeding session, we realized that many of them were also saying they couldn't go to hospital. They would give us their challenges, would give them a chance. So because many of them lost their jobs, most did not pay their NHIF. So many of them have not been going for procedures, and therefore there is a high risk of recurrence and even metastasis.
Yes.
So we have realized that it is very important that we help them to pay again for their NHIF. It's 6,000 per patient per year. But we are very receptive. If somebody can even give 500, 1,500 to support this cause so that they can all get back to their NHIF and go to their respective hospitals and continue with their checkups. And those who are starting cancer treatment can get cancer treatment, because many, when they are diagnosed with cancer, do not have the NHIF. So we need to help them to pay for it, because I am a witness that when you have paid 6,000, in 2017, I was paid for 120,000 for surgery. But in 2014, before I started doing the lobbying and advocacy for this, for a surgery of 357, I was only paid for 7,000. But because of this, I like to keep speaking about it and requesting the government to really support the cancer
NHIF kweli inasaidia?
Inasaidia sasa, but still wanaweza kutuongezea, because kuna wale kama wako na Herceptin, it's a drug ukimaliza chemo, radio na surgery, which is catered for, ingawa wanasemanga top up. But this Herceptin, wale wanaambiwanga wafanye watu wa breast cancer, some of us get breast cancer. And one of the challenges, one of them is genetic. Now that type of cancer is 130,000 in a government hospital times 18 sessions. That's well over 2 million.
It is.
Plus, of course, you have to do blood works, checkups, and so forth. So for these people to be able to manage this Herceptin, the government or NHIF keeps telling them to top up. Now, where do we expect Mama Wanjiku, Mama Mboga to get 130,000 times 18, and then you pay maybe 30,000 and tell her to top up 100, which is 2 million. It's too much. So the government needs to relook into that, maybe declare cancer a national disaster and pump in more money.
Yeah.
June budget, they should really consider that. Because
So you're doing this drive in the month of February? Or for how long?
no, we've started this January, but we are hoping to do it in the 4th, next week. The 4th is World National Cancer Awareness Day. And we hope that the amount of money we'll have got, we can pay for those patients, and then we'll continue again. At least in this quarter, we ensure that we have covered every cancer patient that is in need up to December, at least to start with. I was celebrating my 55th birthday, and I vowed to God last year that if I am able to survive Corona, last year I gave them food. This year I said I'll help them get NHIF, especially those who are in active treatment. You have just been diagnosed, or you have recurrence, or you have metastasis.
Yeah.
Please feel free to call me up.
So how bad are things? Because
Yes.
there's been Corona.
Yes.
There's now a doctor strike.
Yes.
How are things looking like for
Very
cancer
bad,
patients?
very bad. Right now, I have just been from a funeral this morning for a patient, and then again, there's another one who passed on yesterday. Still, she was even waiting for surgery, and we hear in certain places, even at the coast, more than 12 patients died the other day. There's no doctor to go to the cancer wards, but I guess they are not there anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So that is also a big challenge. I really wish the government would sit at the table with the doctors and the nurses or whoever is and really resolve these issues. We are talking about life. How would you feel when you lose your wife, when you lose your child? Just because I did not give an allowance of I don't know how much.
Yeah. And you've just come for a funeral, you're even going to another one.
Imagine, and I'm going for another one, and of course next week again, I think I have to. So there are many people who are dying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does it seem like we have turned, our focus is on corona?
Yes.
And we have turned a blind eye to cancer, and yet
At the moment, we are not even, I don't even think we are bothering with any of them. Even corona, nobody is bothering. If I have the patient, I have to use my herbs, my concoctions, my lemons, my ginger, my turmeric in the house to deal with this case. Where there are no doctors, so even the corona cases are not being handled. And what happens, that is very contagious. So you tell me I stay with my patient and I do home remedies. Mm-hmm. So all of us are going to get it. So you will find out sometimes the whole family is being wiped out. It's just bad. The situation is just deadly.
It's just terrible.
Yes, and it's going to just make more people. And you see that last year, they were giving us updates. Today, they don't even give. Does it mean they are not dying, or there are too many and they don't want to scare us? Yeah? And as long as the doctors are not, the health workers are not working, so the situation is really bad. And I really plead with the government and the other stakeholders to see into it, because life is really important. Yeah.
Now, the things you have on the table, tell us about them.
Yes. Now, for me to survive cancer, it's a rare one. It's called triple-negative breast cancer. It's one that is not hormonal.
Of course, for those who don't know, you have been
yes
a cancer patient yourself. You have fought and you are now a survivor.
And you too, and we thank God for that.
And me too, we thank God for that, yeah.
And we are strong, that we can also encourage others that when you are diagnosed with cancer, it's not a death sentence. Yes, it's a fight, it's struggle, especially financially, as we have said, without NHIF, without money saved in the bank, without a plot to sell, as I had to do, to sell several and make like 6 trips to India, without some saving you can do, or friends or church members who can be at your side, it can be bad and it can be deadly. But nevertheless, God is there and God is the healer. And God has also given us the Garden of Eden. We have everything, all the nice plants. Leave alone these ones, the GMOs. You know, all these fertilizer kind of stuff that we find in the supermarkets. So I would recommend people to go herbal. After I finished my chemo radio, I'm not saying people should do the conventional medicine and everything. You do the chemo, you do the radio, you do even the Herceptin, whatever the doctor tells you, you do. But in between, you supplement. So you see, chemo is very toxic. So after the chemo, you need to take some herbs and detox and cleanse as you wait for the next treatment. When you finish all of them, you need to change your lifestyle. Kama ulikuwa unakula nyama choma every other time and fried stuff, we have to change. These are not good food for our health. So it's a matter of changing, and I recommend people to go natural. A friend of mine inaitwa derema, and it just grows on the fence. My friend told me eat a lot of vegetables and always add derema, add some vegetables that make it easy to digest all these vegetables, because I'm heavy. So I usually do a lot of greens, a lot of vegetables, and I like traditional, like these tomatoes. They are called cherry tomatoes. Many people think they are, but they are the better than this big one, which you don't even know iko na chemical gani. And then for cancer, I really fight it with lemon, ginger, and turmeric. It's my everyday meal. I always carry my water mixed with this, not the
seems to be fighting corona too now.
Yeah, I also fight corona. Actually, I have this. I have this corona fighter. This one is called Artemisia, and it's I have grown them. And if you want, I have the seedlings also. We sell the seedlings, and at the same time, we also have it in powder form. We also have it in, whichever way, if you want to put it in your vegetables.
Oh, that's the same Artemisia.
It's the same Artemisia, yes. Actually, Artemisia is being used in Madagascar, Tanzania, Congo, most African countries, and even in Europe to fight corona. So right now, I would tell people, since the doctors are at home and the healthcare, make sure that you have Artemisia and this other lemon, ginger, turmeric on your, whatever else you may not buy in the market, make sure you have that daily on your table. Yes.
So what are you telling the viewers concerning this, and how do you want them to come in? Okay.
Now we are having a campaign which we have dubbed Adopt a Cancer Patient. And for the adoption of this cancer patient for the year 2021, the whole year you can pay the amount, 6,000. You can also choose to pay quarterly at biannually 3,000. Then after like 4 or 5 months, you pay another 3,000. And then we have quarterly 1,500 or 500. You pay. And we have a pay bill number 514422 51442, and you just write cancer NHIF. 55 because I was celebrating my 55th birthday. So that's my gift to cancer patients. So just write cancer NHIF 55. And the pay bill number is 514422. And whether you would like to give 500, whether you want 1500, we are really receptive, and we shall distribute it accordingly to the patients, especially those who don't have NHIF, those who are starting treatment, especially those who are in active treatment.
Yeah.
Or if you are not able to pay during Corona time and you really feel you need it, you can call me. My number is 0722 369 389. 0722 369 389.
And you can be able to give more information.
Yes,
now,
and I can give them more information
just
on that.
How many patients
Yes.
do you have, and how do you source them in terms of the needs?
Oh, we have very many support groups. We have registered, some are registered, some are being registered in Nairobi. We have the Cancer Survivors Association of Kenya, which is an umbrella of many cancer patients. Now, from these patients, we know that there are some maybe on Thika Road. They belong to a particular support group. There are those ones in Kangemi. They belong to Shindi. There are others in Kariobangi, Dandora. They belong to Symbol of Hope. And so forth. So we have many different support. So when we need, we put in these groups. And we actually started in December with my friend. She's called Waithera of Second Chances. She was also celebrating her 45th birthday. So as we also fundraised for food, we were also able to fundraise for quite a number that time from all the different groups, because we take their database, especially when we are feeding them. So from that database, we are able to know who is in active treatment, who has recurrence, who is in metastasis, when is the last time you paid your NHIF. So we have the information. We know.
So you keep them up to, at
Yes.
least you have,
We have a
keep up to
database.
date with their NHIF.
Yes, yes.
Do you help them with the processing as well? You know, when they apply for
Yes,
these
like
things,
now on
how are
16th,
you?
we did a fundraising, and thank you very much to the father in charge of Ulima Family Basilica. He gave us a hall, and we invited all those who had registered their need, and we came and we took all the information and we helped them, because some of them can't read. I've just told you they are mamambogas, wazem, quite a number of them. So we also get volunteers, our friends, our relatives. We also ask you to support us as volunteers. We also ask corporates to come on board. It's not easy. Sometimes for some halls you have to pay. Sometimes these are extra expenses. But when we are doing the drive now to register them, we have a day, like now we shall do on 4th. We have yet to get a venue. If you have a venue, you can invite us. We are yet to get a venue to support those who are really in need.
Yeah.
We shall inform.
So if somebody is watching you right now and they
Yes.
have a person, or
Yes.
they themselves are
Yes.
a patient, and
Yes.
they're in dire need,
Yes.
how do they tap into this and get help? Because
They
many people
can
say,
call me. I've
"I don't
just
know what
given
to
my
eat."
number.
They say, I don't know what to eat. I
Yes.
don't know
Yes.
how to get into NHIF.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in terms of food and nutrition, that they can talk to me. They can call me. I'll talk to them, and I've just given my number at 0722 369 389. I'm willing to help, unless maybe like now I'm in a funeral or something, I can pick. But usually in the evenings, after 8 o'clock, you can always call me. I'll talk to you. But basically, as I've said, in terms of lifestyle, you must change. But that does not mean that you stop eating food, nyama, for example. You must eat everything in moderation. Don't eat don't eat nyama choma except once in a while. Eat red meat kidogo. But we are recommended to eat white meat. It's much better, it's easier to digest, and you still get the necessary protein. Do a lot also of supplements. We have Healthy You, we have different companies, Forever Living, Neolife, all those companies will give the right supplements, and we have the contacts of these people. So if somebody is interested and maybe you have a certain weakness, you need to build your calciums, your vitamins, and so forth, so just give me a call and I'll be able to direct in the right channel.
Right.
But eat everything in moderation.
Okay.
Yeah, because some people tell somebody, don't eat meat, don't eat milk, then if you don't take milk, your bones are going to weaken. And
you lack calcium, yeah.
Yes, and you know chemo will also is very strong, so you need that. But there's one thing I want to mention. When I say about treatment, make sure you do your treatment. I know many cases of patients who have been told they have cancer. whether because they didn't have money or whether because they feared chemotherapy, because some people fear, they go to traditional doctors. I have no problem with traditional doctors, but I am okay with somebody who knows the right herbs to take. But when you go, sometimes you can get concussions and you don't know what they are. Chemo is not a joke when you have a tumor in your body that need to be crushed. Most of these herbal things don't work. So this tumor continues to grow, and then you see the person coming back after a year or two when the cancer have moved from stage 1, 2, 3, and 4 to 4. And now the doctor says, there's nothing I can do for you. I wish you came earlier. Please, if you are told and you are strong and you have a good body like mine or Levy's, do the chemo. It's not that tough. Do it, detox with the right food, with the right juices, smoothies, and then after that, when you are through with your treatments and so forth, you can now look for a good herbalist peacefully who can give you the right herbs to continue taking so the cancer cells don't grow.
Right.
Because it's unfortunate that they are in us, and what they do, even after all this, they go in remission, complete remission or partial remission.
Yeah.
So your work is to ensure...
Which is the road, the road to healing.
The road to healing, yes.
Yeah.
And then God is the ultimate healer.
Yeah.
I like to encourage people, pray and ask God, who gave you life, who has created you and knows every cell of your being. Please heal me. Heal me and I will be healed. Save me and I'll be saved. And I say save me because at the end of it all, this life I've just said I'm going for a funeral, I have several. At the end of it all, this life is temporary. We are here for a short time. So even as you're asking for healing, physical, ask for spiritual healing. Kama kuna mtu umekosea nini, never allow the sun to rise when you are actually pain of kutukanwa ama kutukana. Those pains are worse and they actually make you get chemo. So try to also to live a stress-free life. You know, psychologically speaking, our psychology is such that if you are hurt, if maybe your husband goes or your children are giving you problems or your employer, now you go into your own issues and you go into depression. You know, like the boy who killed his parents, that boy is not normal. And such a thing can even make him sick. Even they said he's mentally sick because you are not normal. So try to live your life normally. Don't allow stress. Or don't allow people because they hate you or they do what
to take over.
Yes, to take over.
Okay.
That's
it's unfortunate we don't have time.
No
What's your
problem.
parting shot in
We'll
1
do it
minute?
next time.
Please remind them again.
Yes.
Those that would like to help.
Yes.
And to
Yes.
maybe give to this cause for
Yes.
NHIF.
Yes. So my parting shot is that we invite you to be part of our campaign. Do please adopt a cancer patient. It's only 6,000 the whole year. You can choose to pay quarterly, biannually, monthly, whichever way. The pay bill number is 514422. 514422, and you can call me on 0722-369-389. We request you to support as an individual, support as a company, cooperates, and we are also still asking for food. We have visited many. They are still having challenges in terms of food because once you have chemotherapy and all that, your body can tend to weaken, but when you have a good nutrition, it really helps. So we are still appealing also for food in addition to the cancer patient. And if you can, call me and join us on 4th of February. We shall be celebrating World Cancer Awareness Day. And the amount we shall have raised that time, we shall give the patients that are most needy. And if you really feel you are one of them and you don't have NHIF or you are under treatment and you are stuck, please feel free to call me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us, Jane.
Asante sana.
It's unfortunate we don't have that much time,
We'll
but
do
we will
it
try
another
again.
time.
We'll do it
And
again.
what we are going to do,
and give
we are also
people
going to
information.
get somebody from NHIF.
Yes.
Yes, because
Yes.
they also
I had
put
someone
together-
here some 2 or 3 weeks ago, but it's good. We will do it again.
Yes, no, we'll do it with
Yes.
them so that they can also, you know, sometimes when you have 2 or 3 people,
Yes.
it's very good, I think, when we go through this and together. And
It's
even
important.
another patient
It's
who
important.
is in this treatment phase. At least I thank God I've finished. I'm only doing my checkups. But I've also not been able to do my checkups because I've also not paid the way I'm supposed to pay. I am in something called Kenya Association of Retired Officers, and we pay it as an insurance, 100 plus. So that's the
I hear
amount
you.
I'm supposed to pay a whole year.
It changes your life. It's a whole
yeah,
job. I'm
last
doing a
year was
checkup next
difficult.
week myself.
Please, we have to do it. Thank you.
Right.
Asante.
That's 59 minutes for today. Please, if you are a cancer patient or you're somebody who wants to give, you know the cause to go to. The Cancer Info Support Network. You can get in touch with Jane Francis or you can get in touch with me and I will direct you to her. Have a wonderful, wonderful morning. Stay tuned for Ilosu coming up and see you tomorrow, God willing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is great.